Uh, yeah, there's some seats over there. It's still close to the gate, but we'd have a little privacy. Privacy in air quotes. I mean, it's an airport. But, as close to private as we're gonna get, I guess. At least until it's closer to boarding time, which is a little over an hour. Got an hour. Hmm? No, I'm. Here. Let me. I can hold that. There you go. I'm. I'm. Yeah. Yeah. It's just trying to make sure I'm remembering everything. That everything's in order. Nothing's getting lost or forgotten or slipping through the cracks or anything, Mm-hmm. Bags and tickets and license and phone and headphones, and it's all I keep like tapping my pockets and then freaking out and then realizing stuff's in the bag and but then other stuff's in other pockets. It's all just trying to keep track of everything. Nervous about what? What's there to be nervous about? Yeah, I know. I just not a big fan of flying. Any of it. The making sure you have everything, the going through security, because I'm always convinced something's gonna go wrong, even though there's never any reason why any of it would go wrong. But it's tell that to my brain, and the waiting and the crowds and the constant checking to make sure the gate isn't changing or being delayed, and then you get through all of that, and then you're stuck on the plane itself, and it's never it's never comfortable, and it's this tight enclosed space with all of these people, and it takes everything I've got to not let my heightened senses drive me nuts, because it's just a complete overload in there, and then not let my brain linger on the thought that we are on a little metal tube hurtling through the sky that anything could happen to at any moment. And yeah, suffice to say, I don't like planes. I really don't like it. It scares the shit out of me, to be honest, Lovely. Well, just because I'm scared of it doesn't mean I'm gonna let it rule my life. I mean, we've been wanting to go on a proper getaway for, God, years at this point. I don't want us to limit our options down just because I don't like flying. We've earned this. After all the crap we've been through, we need a little time far away from it all where we can just relax and enjoy ourselves. And I'd rather deal with my discomfort for a handful of hours than waste days of the vacation on just driving to the vacation destination. What? I love cars, yeah. I don't love road trips. Not ones that you measure in days instead of hours, at least. Plus, I'm stubborn. and I don't want to let my fears win. Thanks, lovely. It's the turbulence that gets me most of all. Not exactly original with that, I know, but God, I hate it. In those seats with the belt cinched down and you just feel the plane jerk out from under you like that. The last time that I had to fly, the flight attendant tried to make me feel better, which was very sweet. Except that her way to help was to suggest that I thought of it like a roller coaster. Yeah. So that went over about as well as you'd imagine. Not that she could have had any way of knowing. I mean, she was just trying to help, but hand me the licorice, would ya? Yeah. Candy makes any trouble better, right? I should invest in that kiosk at the front of the terminal at this point, the way I'm clearing through this stuff. You know, you'd hope that getting turned would get rid of some of these fears and stuff, right? Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I've always hated flying. That's not a new thing. I've only done it a handful of times, but the first time I did, I hadn't been turned yet. I hated it then, too. And then the next time that I had to, I thought, well, I mean, it won't be so bad now. I mean, how would I let something like this keep scaring me? I'm a freaking immortal vampire with magical powers. Nothing can get to me now. Cut to me hyperventilating in my seat while the nice flight attendant tries to figure out what she said wrong. I mean, if anything, being turned just creates new things to freak out about. I mean, what if the flight gets delayed and wouldn't land until after the sun's up? You know, I'll have to cancel the flight. Or worse, what if we're cutting it close time-wise and then we get stuck on the tarmac and the sun's going to come up and I have to figure out a way to get off the plane immediately? The kind of disaster that would be for covert. God, I don't even want to think about the paperwork that would cause. Yeah, you got a point there. I know I shouldn't think about it like that. It's just gonna make me more nervous, and that's not helping anybody, least of all me. I don't know. It's embarrassing. I know it shouldn't be, but it still is, at least a bit. It just feels like something I should have grown out of by now. Especially given that I am a immortal vampire with magical powers. One with much bigger problems that don't scare him compared to just getting on a plane like millions of people do all the time. Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, I said that too. Well, of course I meant it. I know. It's just... It's a lot easier to say as advice to someone you love than to then take that advice for yourself. But you're right. I should give myself a little more grace. Okay, yes. Give myself all the grace. I'm trying. I'll keep working on it. On overcoming the fear itself and on giving myself a break when that's not going as well as I hoped. I promise. You're pretty damn wonderful. You know that? Thank you, lovely. For saying that. For your patience. For gracing me with your sexy presence on this vacation. And for not judging me too hard for the metric ton of licorice I've put away since we stepped foot in this godforsaken airport. Speaking of, I think I finished off this bag of them too. Yep, I did. Alright, fair enough. I probably should cool it for a bit. I don't want to be sick on the plane. But I am definitely going to grab another pack before we board. You are not going to catch me in the middle of turbulence without my emotional support licorice. Deal.